Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how you can connect your Skool community within Go High Level. So when your new members answer membership questions, you go ahead and capture that information and put them in automation sequences within Go High Level. That way you can effectively keep promoting your Skool community and any other offers that you might have. So the first step here is you need to have a Zapier account. Now to create a Zapier account itself, it is absolutely for free. There are some premium features, but for this particular example, you don't need a premium account. Now I've actually already created the Zap down here, but I'm going to go ahead and start from scratch just to show you the exact process. So the first step here is you want to go ahead and click on Create and click on Zaps. Then it's going to take you to this page over here that's going to ask you for a trigger and an action. Now you want to click on Trigger and search for Skool. And over here, I can see that's right over here, so I'm going to click Skool. Now when I click Skool, you can see that there's an exclamation mark because my accounts and this hasn't been configured yet. So we're going to want to configure this information. So first and foremost, click on Events, and we're going to click on, for this example, Answered Membership Questions. Now in this example, my account is actually already linked to Skool because I've already created a Zap in the past. However, this is very simple. All you have to do is click on Sign In over here. For me, it says Change, and then I'll go ahead and click Connect to New Accounts. In this case over here, I'll bring up this pop-up, and it's going to ask you for two pieces of information. The first is the Skool API key, and the second is your group URL on Skool. So what you're going to want to do is go back into Skool, and then when you're back into Skool, click on Settings. You want to scroll down and click onto Plugins, and when you're in Plugins on Zapier integration, go ahead and click Edit. Now when you click on Edit, there's going to be an API key here, and then all you have to do is just press copy this API key, and then go back into Zapier, and then you want to go ahead and paste it into that column before. Now after you've pasted it, you want to go to your group URL on Skool, so you're going to go back to Skool over here. And then now you're going to go back to your invite section and then copy this code over here, copy that, and then paste that into Zapier. Now, when you're all done, it should look something like this. And of course, with your Skool API key. Then you want to click on Connect to Skool, and it'll go ahead and work its magic, and it'll connect right away. You'll know that's successfully done when your account has a green check mark, just letting you know that's been successfully integrated. And then further on, what you want to do is click on Test, and then it's going to test your trigger. In this case, this is only going to work if you've had members who've actually answered a question in the past. So in my particular example, I have quite a few members in my Skool community, and they've actually already answered their email address in the past. So Zapier is already pulling up this information. As you can see here, it's asking for the email address. So this works correctly here because there's also a green check mark. You can see the first name, last name of the person who joined my community, and also the question that was asked, such as what's your email, and you can see that he responded here with his email. Now you're going to want to go ahead and click on Continue with Selected Record. Now the next step here is going to be Action. Now with Action, this is the part where it gets a little bit tricky. Now if you actually search up Go High Level, you're not going to see anything. Nothing for Go High Level, nothing for High Level. There's nothing here to indicate any sort of connection between Zapier and Go High Level. However, if you're familiar with Go High Level actually uses a software called Lead Connector, and that certainly is available here in Zapier. So you're going to want to go ahead and click on Lead Connector. Now, after you've clicked on Lead Connector, you're going to want to select an event. In this case, we'll focus on Add or Update Contact. And of course, if you actually have an existing email nurture sequence that you want to activate all your Skool members directly into, you can go ahead and click on Add Lead to Campaign as well. For this example, we'll stick to Add or Update Contact. Now right away you can see a green check mark over here, and you can also see a green check mark in Accounts. That's because I've already linked it. However, this is a step that a lot of people get confused, so I want to go ahead and show you this part as well. So let's say if I didn't have a Lead Connector app already integrated within my Go High Level, you're going to want to go ahead and press Sign In. For me it's changed, but I'll go ahead and connect a new account. When I connect a new account, same thing, it's going to ask for an API key again here. As you can see, API key, and it says from your website dashboard to find your API key. So what it's going to ask you is actually you want to go into Go High Level and then look for it in the settings. So what you want to do is actually go onto your sub account and then click onto Settings over here. And then when you're on Settings, you're going to want to scroll down and you'll find an API key right over here. Now, what you want to do now is just go ahead and click on copy the API key, go back onto Zapier, and then paste it into that window from before. After you've pasted it here, press Yes, Continue to Lead Connector, and it'll go ahead and connect the services. If done correctly, you'll get a green check mark just like this, and it'll be connected. Now what you want to do as well is you're going to want to go ahead and click on Action. What it's going to do is going to pre-populate the information from before, and this is very important in order to set up the automations correctly. So when you click on First Name, you want to click on First Name for how the member answered the question. You're pretty much just teaching the software how to automate this process for the future for every other person that's going to answer your questions. So in this case, first name, we'll go ahead and put first name. In this particular example, they responded George. Last name, this person actually just put G for their last name, which is fine. This is all optional information. It's of course based off how you structure your questions. In my particular example, I just have first name, last name. I don't really care about the other information here other than the actual email address. So you're going to want to click on email. And over here, I only had one answer. So you're going to go ahead and click on, in my case, the answer that I've selected here, which is the email address. And then I'm going to scroll down here and you want to mark it as a lead. This is required. So I'm going to go ahead and click on true. And then now it will allow me to continue. Now it's going to ask me to test this process, and what's going to happen here is that it's going to test that this is working correctly. So you're going to click on test step. It's going to work its magic. It's sending the information. As you can see, success. So what that means now is now on my Go High level within the contact section here, it should actually bring up the information for the contact. In this case, George is right here. Now, all you want to do at this point is just go ahead and publish that step. That means that moving forward, whenever a member answers a question, it will automatically happen. And that's pretty much it. So now moving forward, whenever a Skool member answers your questions when joining your community, their information will be automatically populated within Go High Level CRM. At that point, you can either manually go ahead and put them into workflows, or again, you can automate that process as well so that they're put into automated email nurture sequences. Now I'll make another video on how to set that piece up as well, but that's how you connect Skool with Go High Level. If you want to see more tutorials with Go High Level, Skool, and Zapier, be sure to leave a like and follow to not miss an update in the future. Take care, and I'll see you all soon.